hearing to order regarding the tentative 2026 county budget. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to make any comments? Hearing none, the public hearing is closed. Good evening, everybody. I'd like to call the October meeting of the Montgomery County Legislature to order at 6 o'clock. Clerk, can we have roll call, please?
Chair Pep.
Present.
Legislator Kelly.
Present.
Legislator Sweet.
Here.
Legislator Allen.
Here.
Legislator Headwell Jr.
Present.
Legislator Majewski.
Here.
Legislator Kowalczyk.
Here.
Legislator Pollock.
Present.
All right, with that, Mr. Gephardt, I would like you to please lead us with our salute to the flag. It's all right, you can sit down. You don't have to stand, sir. Ready? Go ahead. You start then, sir. Just pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing as we recognize those who have fallen since our last meeting. We remind that these are either former employees, family of former employees, or politicians and or men and women of service. Alfred S. Nelly of Amsterdam passed away on September the 27th. He proudly served in the U.S. Army during the Korean conflict. Merton Haig of Canajoharie passed away on October 6th. He served in the U.S. Army. Paul Masto of Amsterdam passed away on October the 8th. He was a veteran of the U.S. Army serving in the Korean War. Raymond Sonny Bollert Jr. of Amsterdam passed away on October the 11th. He served in the Air National Guard. Richard Toby Tyler of Amsterdam, a good friend of mine, passed away on October the 13th. He served in the National Guard from 1969 to 1976. And Walter R. Jones of Amsterdam passed away on October the 12th. Mr. Jones was a veteran of the U.S. Army. A moment of silence, please. Thank you. Is there anyone in the audience who has any public comment they would like to make? Hearing none, we have a couple of proclamations that we'd like to deliver this evening. Our first is regarding October Breast Cancer Awareness Month. If those of you from St. Mary's can come join me here.
Yay.
Whereas October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, according to the Center for Disease Control, cancer is the second leading cause of death in the United States. Breast cancer is the second leading cause of cancer death in females. And whereas Breast Cancer Awareness Month is a chance to raise awareness about the importance of early detection of breast cancer by getting a mammogram and encouraging our community, organizations, churches, families, and individuals to get involved. And whereas breast cancer touches every corner of the United States, and many cancer deaths could be avoided if people were screened, and having a mammogram allows early detection, but finding breast cancer early may save lives. And whereas according to the American Cancer Society, the average risk of a woman in the United States developing breast cancer sometime in her lifetime is about 13%. This means there is a 1 in 8 chance she will develop breast cancer, and about 2,800 new cases of invasive breast cancer will be diagnosed in men. And whereas the Cancer Services Program of Fulton, Montgomery, and Schenectady counties promote comprehensive screening for breast cancer, cervical cancer, and colorectal cancer for free to uninsured eligible men and women aged 40 through 64. And whereas as we come to the end of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we salute the women and men who dedicate themselves to prevention, detection, and treatment. Now therefore be it resolved, County Executive Peter Vroman and Legislative Chairman Michael J. Pep, on behalf of the Montgomery County Legislature, hereby proclaim October as an official month in Montgomery County to recognize, educate, and show support for those impacted by breast cancer. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's great.
people recognize the month, they pay attention to the month. It's not just October that breast cancer happens, it happens throughout the year. And we talk about that all the time, that, you know, this is a focused month for a lot of cancer, but it's not just the only month. So we want to remind everybody, make sure you're getting screened, and men get breast cancer too. You have breast tissue just like women. So feel alone, go to your doctor.
And actually, in the future, more appropriately like to do this in September to get the word out ahead of time.
Yes.
It's been suggested by some of our legislators, and
That's great.
so you might as well get a hold of us in
Yeah.
September next year.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, great.
All right,
Great,
thanks
thank you.
again, thank
Yep.
you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Pete, don't tell me, please. Peter. All right, now we have the Caregiver of the Year Award, and we'd like to present that.
There's a cord there. Vinny, bring that microphone over here. Just bring the mic. I guess it'll be the other way.
Come on right up here, Mr. Gephardt, Mrs. Gephardt. All right. Whereas each year, millions of dedicated Americans with caring hearts take up the selfless and unheralded work of delivering care to seniors or people, family members, or otherwise with disabilities and illnesses. And the role they play in our healthcare system is one we should recognize and celebrate. Whereas the Montgomery County Office for Aging has chosen Carl Gephardt as the 2025 Caregiver of the Year for his unwavering dedication and compassion in caring for his wife, Joanne. And whereas Carl and Joanne met at a dance and have been married for 60 years and raised 3 sons, 2 of which ran a dairy farm with Carl for 47 years. And whereas Carl's caregiving journey began approximately 3 years ago when Joanne received 2 unsuccessful knee operations and lost her ability to walk. And whereas Joanne has other medical issues as well, which require Carl to provide hands-on personal care, which he does despite dealing with a medical condition himself, Parkinson's disease. And whereas Carl inquired about the Caregiver Respite Program over the summer and is grateful to receive an aid twice a week, which allows him to a break from the physical tasks of caregiving. And whereas Carl has expressed deep appreciation for the Caregiver Respite Program, which provides vital support so caregivers like him can continue to provide the best for their loved ones. Now therefore be it resolved, County Executive Peter Roman, Legislative Chairman Michael J. Pepp, on behalf of the Montgomery County Legislature, hereby proclaim Tuesday, October the 28th, 2025, as an official date in Montgomery County to honor, thank, and recognize Carl Gephardt as the 2025 Caregiver of the Year and shine a light on those who dedicate themselves to the well-being of others.
I just want to say Carl has done an amazing job. You know, he's had his own medical issues and struggles, and he's been very dedicated
Communications. Clerk, are there any communications that need
No
to be shared?
communications.
All right, thank you. Do I have a motion from the floor for the approval of minutes?
So moved.
All right, we got legislators Kelly and Majewski. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Motion for the acceptance of the budgetary
So moved.
transfers. Legislator Kelly,
Second.
Legislator Kowalczyk. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
And a motion from the floor for the acceptance of the procurement record.
Second.
The legislators Kelly and Sweet. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Any old business anybody wants to discuss? If not, we'll move right into the resolutions here. Our first resolution authorizing number 248. Resolution authorizing the reclassification of fiscal technician position to principal fiscal analyst. Sponsors were legislators Kowalczyk and Pollock. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 249, authorizing the county executive to sign a renewal agreement with Anthem for the Medicare Advantage Plan. Sponsors were legislators Pep and Pollock. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 250. Resolution authorizing the county executive to execute a memo of understanding with the New York National Guard Counter-Drug Task Force. Sponsors were legislators Sweet and Headwell Jr. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 251, amending the 2025 operating budget. 2025 New York State fiscal year 2025 Next Generation 911 Grant Program. Sponsors were legislators Pep and Majewski. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution 252, authorizing the county executive to enter into a contract regarding RFP 10-25A Pavilion Project at the county range. Sponsors were legislators Sweet and Kowalczyk. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution 253, authorizing county executive to sign agreement, Hyper Reach Notification System, Valsoft Corporation. Sponsors were legislators Allen and Majewski. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution 254, awarding and authorizing the county executive to sign agreement Trinity Services Group. Sponsors were legislators Pep and Kowalczyk. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution 255, amending the 2025 operating budget, motor vehicle equipment. Sponsors were legislators Headwell Jr. and Allen. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution 256, amending the 2025 operating budget for the sheriff. Sponsors were legislators Sweet and Kelly. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor? Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 257, authorizing county executive to sign agreement with CT Mail Associates from Public Works. Sponsors were legislators Pep and Allen. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor? Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution 258, designating tourism promotion agency from the Office of Economic Development. Sponsors were legislators Kelly and Kowalczyk. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor? Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution 259, authorizing the county executive to enter into a lease agreement with Ultimo for office space for a tourism satellite office and to enter into a sublet agreement for use of office space at the Montgomery County Tourism Satellite Office. Sponsors were legislators Pep and Majewski. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor? Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution 260, reestablishing Farmland Protection Reserve Fund. Sponsors were legislators Kelly and Kowalczyk. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution 261, amending the 2025 operating budget for the Board of Election. Sponsors were legislators Sweet and Pollock. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor? Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution 262, authorizing county executive to sign renewal agreement 2026 transportation of Fulton County veterans. Sponsors were legislators Sweet and Kelly. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor? Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution 263, authorizing the county executive to sign building use agreement, office space, KCS Land Research Group. Sponsors were legislators Pollock and Kowalczyk. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor? Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution 264, approving abstract of audited claims. Sponsors were legislators Kelly and Peck. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor? Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 265, adopting the revised non-bargaining personnel policy for full-time, part-time, non-represented employees, appointed officials, and department heads. Sponsors were legislators Headwell Jr. and Pep. Discussion. So one thing I wanted to discuss here, as it pertains to what we're gonna do in a little bit, there are some proposed salary alterations on our straw vote sheets. And I guess, Nicole, my question to you would be, you know, how will that work in conjunction with this?
So however the budget adopts does not change the non-bargaining. What changes somebody's salary is what's adopted as the non-bargaining. So if their salary changes to amend, it would have to be reflected in here. So I guess it's hard to know what
Well, if we approve, are we approving this too early? Should we wait a month and wait and see what happens with these amendments? I guess that's the bottom line question. Because if we pass this and then we change them, then there's double indemnity.
I think no matter what, we have to do an addendum, and we also have to do, depending on the salary, the local law changing the salary, depending on where, if it's an appointed official, then we have to do the local law too. So if we wait until next month, then we're pushing it out to perhaps December, but, so again, whatever it says in the budget,
Mhm.
again, you can put $1 million a year. The salary for me on payroll side doesn't change unless it's adopted here. So if there was something different that was not already reflected in here, which it may already be,
But what if it is?
if it's already reflected in here,
Yeah, I
then
mean, what if we approve this, you know, those salaries get approved, then we go in and tinker with one of them that was, the face amount of which was in the budget, before we did this.
then you have to make an amendment to the non-bargaining. The budget numbers, though, I would caution, are a total compensation, so it would include longevities, increments that employee could make throughout the whole year, so they may be hitting a step, and, so I never like to, I never like to use the budget number as adoption of any salary.
Mm-hmm.
If you tinker with it or you make a change, again, it would have to reflect in here.
Okay, so
But
if,
it might already reflect in here.
okay, so if anything does change, we can do it as an amendment.
Correct.
Okay. That's what I wanted to clarify, verify with you.
Yeah, we would just have to do an amendment to the non-bargaining, which at some point we'll probably do anyway, because titles change and they might not be already adopted in here, depending on,
Okay.
it's a moving target.
Just so I wanted to make sure we weren't getting the cart before the horse here, that's all. If something should change when we go through the other exercise. All right, any further discussion? Martin, you have an inquisitive look on your face.
I think we should hold off passing this until we make a decision on the budget.
I don't know that I disagree with you.
You know, why pass something only to, we're gonna change it.
Yeah. What does everybody else think? Money.
I'm a little confused on what you're doing, because we have, the non-bargaining has salaries already been for individuals. If you're going to change them, they should be changed by resolution at a meeting, not with the budget. The budget is the last place we should be changing salaries, we should be doing any kind of tweaking, because those are the, and I've said it for years, is because it's a very, all we do is hide things, and all of a sudden it's, oh,
Right.
this has happened. You know, let's be upfront. If we're gonna make salary changes with any salaries whatsoever, they should be done with a resolution for everyone to see what we're doing, not through the
Buried
budget.
in a budget.
Not buried in the budget.
I'm trying to prevent that from happening, I think, is what my question is.
I think if we approve this document that we're talking about, we approve this document, and then there's any other salaries that need to be tweaked, then we tweak those down the road. But I don't know how we can tweak this, a salary now, and then also have a new salary coming out. You know, what one do I take? Do I take this one because this one's higher, or do I take this one because it's higher?
And,
Yes, you may.
again, when we're doing payroll for the county each week, we don't look at the budget. The only driving factor if we're audited is, in which we are, regularly, is they wanna know how somebody is paid. I don't point back to the budget ever. I point back to this, which is adopted, whether it's this or CSEAs or any of the bargaining agreements. I only point back to this budget. So again, we could make mistakes in the budget here and there, typos or, et cetera. And just because it says it's gonna be $1 million doesn't mean that's what I drive the payroll from. It's derived from this document that's adopted.
Legislator Kelly.
If we decide to vote on this and pass it, then we're going to need to make an amendment to add 217,000 to the budget that we're working on.
Right. Which is the sum total of all the raises.
And again, that number is a moving target because people leave and go, come and go, so that number changes as the days move on.
Okay.
I can never give you a true number because people, right, resign or separate or retire for whatever reason, so it's
But
an
that's the most it'll be. Because we calculate these
I
on
believe
their
so.
full 100% staff, is how these are calculated, right?
Correct.
So we would have to put in 217,000 into the budget.
What does everybody wanna do? We got two opinions on the floor. Martin? You wanna hold off. Brian?
I think we hold off.
Herb?
Hold off.
Is there a motion to table?
We're discussing.
This is discussion.
Well, it sounded like you're taking a vote, so I wasn't sure.
No, of which way, whether we go through with the resolution or whether we table it.
Well, I think it sounds like most of the people would wanna table it, is what my understanding is.
Well, so far it's looking that way. Herb, yes?
Yeah.
Bob? No.
It can go either way, I'll go with the majority.
Okay.
I think we should vote on it. Salaries should not be included in budget negotiations.
Michelle?
I say we table it,
Table it?
yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right,
Is it can you make a formal motion to table for the record?
all right, I'll put a motion on the floor to table resolution 265 till next month. A second? Anybody?
I'll second it.
Okay, Legislator Polly. All in favor?
Aye.
Hey,
No,
Okay.
I'm sorry, who were no's?
I was a no.
I was a no.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. All right, at this particular point in time, I'd like to briefly go into executive session to have a discussion about personnel with the sheriff. But also, we will have more meeting when we come back from executive session, going through our straw votes. So for those viewing from the outside, there will be more meeting to come after the executive
Chairman,
session.
I'd like to go in executive session also to talk about personnel, just with Pete running into another issue.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
May I ask the treasurer, personnel director, and executive and my staff to be able to stay?
And the county attorney and the clerk, and a clerk.
Sure,
Who's making the motion to go into executive session?
I am.
And who seconded?
I will.
Martin.
Thank you.
Out of executive session where no action was taken.
A second.
All right. All right, we welcome you all back, and now we're at the interesting part of our evening, where we will be looking at recommendations for various amendments to the executive and treasurer's budget. And as is custom, we will go down one by one and discuss them, and whether, and then we'll take a straw vote as to whether we want to honor it or not and as a legislature.
Can I make a statement first?
I'm sorry?
Can I make a statement first?
Absolutely.
Sean, last year we used 7 million of fund balance, correct?
7-2.
Say 7 million. This year, we are proposing 10 million, correct?
We're at 10-8 right now.
10.8.
9-4 of which is balancing income and expenses, 1-4 of which is going to projects that we don't want to borrow money for or go through with.
I think where I'm going with this whole thing is that we're using a lot of fund balance.
We are.
And if we continue using the fund balance the way we're going, because we don't wanna go over the tax cap, that we're looking 3 years, 4 years from now of running out of this fund balance bank account that we have. And if you start looking throughout the state, there's some counties that are looking at 25-30% increases. And if and I understand what we're trying to do by saying, you know what, keeping it low, but all we're doing is looking down the road of having a huge 25, 30, 40% increase in taxes because of what we're trying to do here. So I think we need to seriously look at the cuts that we're making, but we also need to understand is, do we really need or should we stay under the tax cap, or should we be looking to go a little above that to kind of keep the fund balance bank account good so that we can go down the road? Sean, do you have any input on any of that?
Well, like I said, it depends if you want a budget in the short term or long term. Like I said, at this rate, if you make no changes to the budget, you're appropriating 10.
Yeah, there's no ifs, ands, or
Contracts
buts
and
about
stuff
it. Right.
changing next year, I don't see how you're gonna get less than 13 used or appropriated to balance the budget. That gap is gonna continue to grow.
No, but wait a minute. We would go from, I look at the 10-8 as two, yes, we're using all fund balance. I understand that component. But that portion of which we are using to balance our income and expenses is 9-4. You really think it's gonna go up to, has a chance to go up to 13 by next year? That,
Without a doubt.
to use it, okay.
Without a doubt, with potential, especially when you're dealing with the potential DSS fallout.
Yeah, with Medicaid and,
Medicaid and some of the other federal changes.
And health insurance?
Health insurance.
health insurance.
We're going to a number of meetings, and probably Matt Beck can probably more elaborate. Our understanding is the ball's gonna drop to 27 with those DSS increases.
Yes,
So,
Yeah.
I just believe, like I said, once you start using the fund balance, granted, we appropriate 10-8 this year, even if we start to use, say, 3 or 4, once you start using it, you're not gonna stop.
no,
And we're gonna use another 2 million once the year starts.
Yeah, plus you, throughout the year, for example, this year, throughout the year, we've already appropriated an additional over 2.5 on different resolutions.
Sean, can you, now, if we just, you know, our fund balance at the end of '24 was 27 and change, right?
Correct.
And we're using, say, 11 as proposed, which leaves us with, you know, in our mind's eye, 16 would be left if we had to use the whole.
Well, really, the better picture to look at, you gotta look at appropriated and unappropriated. So
Yeah.
the unappropriated is about 24, 25. The appropriated is like 7.2. So the total fund balance right now is about 34 to 35.
I know, but what's the part that we use is
Here's the
27. It's about 27. So I guess, are we right in presuming that by using 10.8, let's call it 11, this year, that in essence, if everything goes according to plan, and you have to use that all, we'd only be left with 16 at the end of next year?
No, cause you gotta look at the total, cause you've got 7.2 appropriated this year.
Yes,
You're appropriating another 3.6. You
okay,
have to take the whole fund balance, the whole 35.
yeah,
So if
okay.
you take the 35, we use the whole 10, we're down to 25.
I guess my question is what is the level that we need to have as a minimum to pass muster in the state's eyes in our coffers? Remember 9 years ago when we had 7 million and we
The
needed,
state will not give a dollar amount.
but what's the formula? That's what I'm looking for.
There's no formula. The general rule of thumb is either 2 to 3 months of appropriations or approximately 15 to 20% of your budget.
Okay,
That's a
All right.
gauge. That's
so
not
10% of our budget is 16 million, so another 15 is 24 or something, you know, 24 million, another 8 million, okay.
But even when we appropriate that fund balance, we generally don't use all of it.
No, we don't.
So it's not like you're saying we're appropriating 10, it's gone.
No.
Because some of that comes back. So.
I understand, yes,
But
you're right,
But
I
we're
understand.
squeezing the budget more and more every year.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that, and again, we're looking at some other factors. I mean, yeah, we're looking at, 10 million, but I think we're gonna end up with 14 million before we're at the end of the year.
Well, if health insurance comes, Nicole's predictions come true, we're talking 5 million right there,
Mhm.
that we're not appropriating in this budget,
Right, no, I'm fully aware of that.
which
Yeah,
you don't know.
yeah. Okay. Legislator Headwell, thank you for your statement, appreciate it. And it makes a lot of sense. All right, our first line. I left my whole budget here, all my stuff. Use this one. Oh, there it is.
I haven't had it.
No, good, okay. All right, Brian, you were the sponsor of this first amendment here. It's, in the executive's budget.
Yeah, if you look at the year-to-date right now, on this and the next line, actually, 0% was used, and in the actuals of 24, 0% was used. So, Sean, what do we use those lines for, or that line for?
Can I speak to that?
Sure.
So, those two lines are tied to our insurance. That's how we pay our deductibles when we pay claims. We've been vigorously defending claims. We haven't had a lot of payout, but we do have claims out there. And our deductible is about 50K each on the bigger claims, so that's why.
So we haven't used it in the last 2 years?
I've been really defending your claims.
Okay. So do you suggest that we leave those 2 lines in?
I do think you could move them to your line, to the legislature line. I would recommend leaving something in there for sure.
Why move them to us though?
Because
We
the
already got a bunch of garbage in our thing.
well, you took the insurances and
Sorry.
it would move that over so
Yeah.
they're all together.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, if it's, you know, it is what it is. It's,
No, I just was curious what your thought process was. Because we have the other insurance thing, components in there.
yeah, they kind of go together. And that's the next line too. Those two
Right.
are kind of tight.
Yeah. Well, I just saw the last 2 years, we haven't used any of it, so.
Right.
Okay.
Why is it there? So,
We've been really fighting our claims.
So, we should look at the two of these together, right? And
Yeah.
miscellaneous supporting services? No, that's,
no, the
Yeah,
first
that's
two,
it. Yeah.
first two lines.
first two.
Yeah.
All right, we'll look at them collectively.
I don't have a problem, I don't have a problem leaving them, I just.
Okay,
There's a type 1 first line, that should be 1930.
yeah, not 1910, right. All right, so I guess we don't need to go around the room on this vote. It appears as though we need to leave these in.
That's fine.
Is that everybody all right with that?
Yes.
Can we just move those to, with the insurance, please?
Yes, and move them over to our cost center, the legislature. Okay. All right, page 2, miscellaneous supporting services.
I'm not gonna die on this hill. But in 2024, we used about 5,000. Currently in 2025, we have an unused of about 13,000. So, you know, it used to run around 5,000 a year. We increased it to 15. I don't know if there was a reason behind it. It was emergency management, miscellaneous services. Do you have a budget, Sharon?
I wish I did. Well, I have a budget, but I wish I had all my notes. I didn't know that we were doing this tonight.
Well, it's in there for 15,000, and I was going to reduce it down to 5.
You were actually giving them some more.
No, I was reducing it.
I know, but I mean, it was 5 the year before, so, you know, you're still giving them breathing room.
Yeah,
They're going down to 5 or down to 10?
there's a typo. It would be down to 5, a savings of 10.
Oh, it would be down to 5, okay, I'm sorry.
So.
It's my typo.
Because I don't have my budget
Thank you.
notes here, are you voting on these tonight?
Whether to leave them in or take them out, yeah.
Alright, so I can't check tomorrow and email why it's at 15. Okay. Probably would've helped if department heads knew we were doing this tonight, we could've come prepared.
Well, I don't know what to tell you there, just that, we've kind of conducted it that way, and you're here more for resource and background and perhaps a little bit of a contestation if you feel strongly about it, but,
Well, it could be contract associated, and I just don't know every
Right.
line without looking at my notes.
okay,
I'll remove it.
okay, all
I'll
right,
remove it.
all right.
I'll remove it.
I will 100% email you when I get in first thing in the morning and look at my notes.
Okay. If we feel, you know, let us all know in the treasurer. That way, if he needs to put it back, you know, or we can reduce it, or you're okay, leaving it? Okay. All right, on to page 5. Sean, this is just a
That's just a correction.
correction, so we can,
Can,
yes,
so then if we go to the back page, 1, 2, 3, 4 from the bottom, in our sheet, no, in our sheet,
oh,
you can cross out 4 from the bottom.
interfund transfers,
Yep,
yeah, that's the offset, correct, okay,
I'm taking that out.
So it'll be eliminated.
yeah,
yeah,
Right.
because the correction's happening in the A fund instead of
right,
the D fund.
okay. So we're gonna leave this one in, right? All right, page 8. County attorney, confidential secretary. Legislator Headwell?
We had this in here last year, we took it out last year, we said it couldn't be done. And I also feel that the confidential the secretary shouldn't be working for she shouldn't be working for the ledge and also be working for the county exec, but my biggest reason is that I don't feel that we should be dealing with salaries and doing any of this kind of stuff in the budget. It should be done, by resolution outside of the budget. So that would be the same for both of those, the 5 and the 12.
Okay. Discussion?
I agree with the confidential secretary piece. I don't agree with zeroing out the increase for the county attorney. Seeing what other county attorneys make around the areas, I think, we've been talking about this for a while with attorneys throughout the budget. So I'm in favor of the first zeroing out the 5,000. I'm not in favor of the change for the
Attorney.
attorney.
Brian?
A ditto.
Herb?
You know?
Bob?
Oh, you heard my point.
Yep. Sorry. Good point. I was just going in order. Chad,
I'll go for both. In agreement,
you would agree for both?
yes.
I would like to keep both in. The county attorney's brought in revenue to cover both of these expenses.
Okay.
I would like to keep both in.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Are we able to give, when our clerk, our previous clerk retired, and we had another person in the county who was our deputy clerk that was a full-time employee, we had a real issue paying her appropriately to fill the duties of deputy clerk while we had no clerk. And that stipend there is to go to somebody who is a full-time employee already in the county. So I don't know how we can do that.
How we can give this person this $5,000.
Yes.
I mean, it is a circuitous way to give somebody who's already on salary, money, for, doing something that they've been doing for a while. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3. We don't want any.
If we're looking to pay the person more, just pay the person more in their line.
I agree with that.
I would agree.
I agree with that.
So am I allowed to say something? I know it's, so I would say
Sure.
this, that both of these items are in the non-bargaining policy that were before you, so I think that does address Legislator Headwell's concern. Both of these were addressed, and had that moved forward, I was gonna make the recommendation to actually cross off the confidential secretary part, because it is addressed in the non-bargaining.
Okay. And then
Okay.
leave yours the way it is.
But to Legislator Headwell's point, should someone working in the executive's office be also representing the legislative office?
Well, we got an example of that sitting right to my right.
True.
I mean, I'm not being facetious, I'm just, it does exist,
I understand that, but is there a line? that you
Yeah, where do you
should
draw the line?
So, to address that, the tasks are answering the phones, mailing letters. I don't discuss, things on either side. It's more of a clerical.
Okay. So it appears as though that took care of itself here. It's the 5 is in the non-bargaining,
So we're crossing it off.
we're crossing that one off.
Nicole, 1, 2.
Nicole, yes,
Both are in the non-bargaining. That's why both of them are in the non-bargaining.
both of them are.
Addressing the county attorney's salary and, the clerical duties.
So we don't need to do this? No, okay.
Because I will add though, if the non-bargaining does pass, So this kind of, the cart before the horse, if we're gonna use that. This was putting the money in the line before anything ever passed in the non-bargaining.
Okay.
It was addressed the other way. So
But
it's not-
non-bargaining was supposed to go up earlier.
Yeah, it's been in there for a while.
Yeah. Another change to my budget too, I just wanna mention, I have a part-time position at about 65,000 that, the individual in that position is leaving. And I'm going to request that we zero that out for next year. My office is prepared to take on that additional work. For the time being, I reserve the right to come back if things get too crazy and make a plea for,
Sure.
make a plea to refill it.
Sure.
But that's a $65,000 savings too, an additional.
That's
Is that reflected in here?
No,
No,
it's
it's
not.
still there.
That's.
Sean, you got that?
Yep.
Okay. So, just to review, you know, these two are gonna be dealt with in the non-bargaining, so we don't need to make the adjustment now. Okay. So really, of these first lines, the only one that's still staying for now is, Sean's, yep. Okay.
We're following the bounds involved.
No, you're leaving these,
We're leaving the professional
Well-
services in.
Huh?
We're leaving these two,
you're
right?
passing those
Professional
two.
services.
Oh, yes, yes,
Right.
I'm sorry, yes, we're leaving those two. Okay,
Chair,
page nine, yes,
just a thought, I'm sorry. Is it appropriate for me to speak regarding,
sure.
Here in the line.
the confidential secretary spot? By wearing both those hats, I see it as a cost savings to the county too, because the other way to do it would be, you would have to hire, you know, a dedicated person to the county attorney. The way we're working it now is you kind of have that.
But it sounds like she's gonna get it anyway, Pete, through,
Yeah,
so we don't need to,
yeah, I just
Yeah.
wanted to say, I think
Okay.
we're saving money if we stay the way we are.
okay. Counselor,
I mean-
I hear
For me,
a breath.
I mean, I would request that my line stay as it is. If the non-bargaining fails, I can put up a resolution to address mine individually in case, I don't want to get, if for whatever happens, I would just like to know moving forward what I can expect next year.
Can I say something?
Mm-hmm,
So with zeroing the 65,000, it's a moot point.
yeah,
We found
Yep.
more money than what was being offered.
true. But, I mean, we don't want duplicity either.
Well, I mean, the non-bargaining, when
You-
you
you-
do the appropriating, you could just reduce the amount for mine because it's already budgeted for and planned for.
Was the non-bargaining gonna bring you right to that number?
No.
What was it gonna?
I don't have the budget number that you're gonna have there is gonna be inclusive of longevity and increments.
Okay. I mean, are you fearful that we're not gonna pass the non-bargaining?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know, you guys are all over right now.
No, but I didn't, us tabling it wasn't because we didn't wanna approve it, we just didn't wanna approve it now,
Got it.
you know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, so, okay,
I got one question.
yeah,
I just wanna be clear. So regardless if we change numbers of salaries here in the non-bargaining, it really doesn't matter. Okay,
okay,
thank you.
Because the policy is what
Right.
directs the payment.
Gotcha.
okay. Page 9, personnel fees.
I'm going with legislator Headwell's. I'm taking mine off, again.
This one's coming out?
Yep.
Both of them?
Mine.
Oh, no,
One is
oh.
his,
Mine.
yeah.
He's going with Headwell.
Yep. I had what the department requested as 30. It's really, he's right,
Okay,
yes.
okay. Legislator Headwell? We're good with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I just give some background to why I was originally proposing that? Currently in the 2025, there's 91,000 in that revenue line.
Mm-hmm,
In 2024, the revenue line was 106,000.
mm-hmm,
And if you look at 24's number at the same point of our 25, it was 58,000, so it's always been under value.
Okay.
All right, can I ask a question? I'm a little confused as to where the 75,000
Uh,
comes from.
It is 75,000.
Okay.
The department originally requested 30,
Okay.
and in the executive budget, he bumped it up to 75, so I took the.
Oh, okay.
I'm
So it must
crossing
be
it
an
off.
MK thing, must be
It
an
is.
MK thing.
Yes, I apparently
right.
can't follow the ruler,
All right, so
and
we're
so
leaving,
far I've taken everything out. I'm doing an MK from last year.
Thank God you have legislator Headwell there.
all right, and we're gonna leave, the second personnel fees in. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. All right, labor relations assistant. May we have a drum roll, please? No. Now, I personally, and that's not my MP, that's Michelle Pollock, but I am also, since it's been filled, and, that was or it's fillable, and that was the mantra of, this whole exercise, I'm personally okay with reestablishing it because we have somebody to fill the position. And I don't know, but, Bob and Michelle,
I feel the same exact way. I think it
Okay.
should be.
Can we just change the last number, which is a 3, to a 2?
712.
what, in the account number?
Yeah.
Okay.
222.
Then that would also affect my change on 58.
Yep, that's the other half of it.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll leave that in there too. All right,
On that 58, it should be the MS fund,
yeah,
just so that everybody knows.
okay. All right, so that one remains. All right, this is a biggie. The hospital and medical insurance. This is the one we were talking about before.
And it's still gonna be level.
Yeah. Big number though.
Can we do a pass?
Yeah, let's see what else happens first and come back to this one.
Okay.
We all know this is probably gonna be inevitable. And, okay, let's just put it in, but this is not the bank of daddy Warbucks, and so if we make a move of $1.8 million of additional expense and don't do something else very drastic to offset it, it's going to tilt us in directions, that we may not wanna be in when it's all said and done, so let's just, we'll come back to that one.
But if we don't put it in, we're really not doing something realistic. All we're doing is just doing something make-believe, and then we know that we're going to be taking
Money from the fund
down the road.
balance.
So why aren't we doing
Okay,
it right and understanding what we're doing? Because
well,
all
I'm not,
it is smoke and mirrors.
I'm not saying don't increase it, I'm just saying, let's see where we gotta pull the money from to make it work, You're right, it needs to be increased, we all feel that way, and because we know what we're gonna encounter, I just wanna see what the fallout is before we make that upward movement, that's all. But you're absolutely right, Legislator Headwell. All right, page 9, personnel assistant.
That's just a correction.
Okay, we're gonna leave, that's the one that was left off, right. Labor relations assistant, here's the other 25.
Actually,
Actually, the first line
the
is
first
not
one,
correct.
yeah,
The first line needs to be removed.
Which one's,
That's not correct.
is personal assistant?
The A 1710 is not correct.
Oh, okay. So just take that one out,
should be stricken.
stricken, and keep this one in here,
yes.
along with Maria's on page 58, okay.
You should always go with mine.
All right, training. Got Chad and Michelle.
I was just going off, they said that we needed the additional funds, so from the.
Okay. Anybody got a problem with that?
Nicole, you said you could probably find those in your budget, didn't you?
Okay, leave her in.
No, she said she'd probably find
Find it?
the money so we could take those out.
Oh, okay,
So
okay,
if she can find it, I'm fine with that.
I am as well.
okay. Legal notice and advertising.
This was to help with advertising on national websites as opposed to what they've been doing with billboards and whatnot, so I thought it was justified.
But again, Nicole said she could probably find that in her budget, no?
I don't know if I can find that much, but,
Okay.
What do you think you can find? Off the top of your head, so that maybe we can reduce this a little.
what is it currently?
It's a $7,500 increase, from 75 to 15.
Can you split that to what the, and I'll come up and try to come up with half, and come,
3,500?
3750.
something like that.
Okay, so,
Not silly, but every little bit.
so,
Is it gonna cut you short?
Huh?
Is it gonna cut you short?
I will do my best, and if I have to come back, I will.
all right, so that's 3,500, would be 10,000, 11,000, right?
Yep.
Okay. 3,500. Okay. Deputy,
It's a salary, that's, all it is a salary correction.
oh, okay. So leave her in. Page 11.
Currently, it's at 47,000.
For 34.5 it says here.
What?
Changed from 34.5 to 44.5.
But you're looking at the realized?
No, I'm just looking on our straw vote chart.
Oh. Yeah. I'm proposing a 10,000 increase.
A
Because the
10,000.
because the revenue is trended above what we've budgeted.
Okay,
It's a revenue.
okay. Everybody all right with that?
Yep.
Okay. All right, hourly employees, these look like
Salary correction.
salary corrections. So we should, well, that one there, we'll leave that one in. Everybody all right with that?
Yep.
Okay, management assistant, public works.
I think it's time to bite the bullet and let that person retire.
I agree with you. I agree with you. At this stage of the game, I think it's, the person has been, given us many good years of service, and we thank that person for it, very much. But at this point, it looks like the end of a gravy train ride, so I don't know what everybody else feels, but
I think he has a couple more years in him.
what if I told you he may only have a couple more months in him? Pete?
I had a meeting with that person, budget process, maybe a month or a month and a half ago, and his salary was more. At the end of the conversation, it was down to what you see here. I believe that person is going to be, that he is going to be, next year would be it for him.
And during the year too, correct?
Excuse me?
During the year too?
This coming year would be,
I mean, April, did I hear?
I didn't get an exact month, but,
It's a birth date, it's an anniversary,
Oh,
isn't
yeah,
it?
right,
Or
right.
some,
yeah, for something, yeah. So just take that in the mix, that he you know, that we did, at the end of that conversation, $25,000 was taken away in the salary as well. Just,
How many days a week does this person come in?
he works a day, but it'll be more than that. It'll be,
And was he working a day for the 45 a week?
I think he was working two or 3 days for that.
Okay.
So, a day and helping out with tourism as needed, weekends and in Amsterdam as well. That's the way it was left.
Okay.
But
All right,
that's my input.
okay. Let's go around the room on this one. Martin?
I hate round numbers.
Want me to start?
I think it's served its time.
It's time. Brian?
Saying, leave it out.
Herb?
Yeah, leave it out.
I know what Legislator Headwell's opinion is. Chad?
Leave to remove.
Remove?
Leave it in,
Leave it in?
especially if it's only gonna be till April. It's not gonna be 20,000.
Do we know it's April?
You don't know whether leaving it in till April is an extension of the gravy train ride? You know, or, you know, that,
What
Well,
is the-
I hardly think it's a gravy train ride. I mean, he's given a lot of service to
oh, I know.
to Supervisor Mead's department and
What is
to
the
the
exact,
county itself.
what is the exact role? I mean, what is the exact duty of this position?
Pete?
This individual helps set up, all of our trainings for highways and buildings and grounds, oversees employee evaluations, things of that nature.
So when this person retires, will this position, will you want this position to come up for renewal, or would you?
No, I won't request it for renewal.
Michelle? Well, right now, we got,
Yeah, no, I know,
Yeah.
it's not really up to me.
okay,
So say yes.
Yes.
all right, we'll take it out.
So it stays in,
No,
No, it's out.
it's out.
but it stays in the budget to take it out.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
suppose. Take it off this sheet. Let's put it that way. All right.
Is it saying on the sheet or
No.
removing from the sheet?
Remove.
Removing from the sheet.
So
So
you're
we're
leaving the
leaving it in the
position
budget.
in,
So you're leaving it in
No,
the budget?
positions comes out.
The position comes out. I don't know.
so
what-
it stays on the sheet to
Stays on the
go
sheet
to
because it's
Sean
going from
for the
20
budget.
to 0.
Yes.
Correct.
Zeroing it out.
Oh, all right, yeah, it is being being
Okay.
zeroed out. Okay, yes.
Included.
My mistake. Bike path.
I just went back to 25 and 24. 24 was 52, 25 was 45, and just using those numbers, it was at 95. I went to 60, so we took 35 out.
What is this exactly for?
The maintenance on the bike path.
Maintenance?
Discussion?
I'm good with that.
I can explain what the increase is there. I mean, if you wanna take, you can take it. It tends to, when we have a bad fall or winter, or a real early spring with a lot of trees down, that money there sits there for the highway department. There is, if you do reduce it by the 35,000, there's enough there to mow it. But when I send crews out from the highway department, their time gets blocked to the bike path, not to the highways. So that's why there's an extra pot there to cover the highway guys or the sign shop if they have to go out and work for bridge maintenance, tree removal. So that's why we've had that there. The last 2 years, we've been fortunate, the highway guys, a tree here, a tree there. A few years ago, we had straight line winds, highway departments were out there, I had 2 crews out there, you know, so that's when we use that, so. It's not gonna hurt me at all if you wanna remove it.
property rental. Revenue line.
Again, I just went back to the 24 was 148.7, 25 was 124, and then now the 2026, we jumped up to a budget of 238,000. And so I just went down to 175 because it was in order, close to a little bit more than what we've done in the last 2 years. But going, 2025, we used 124 so far. I can't imagine how we're gonna go from 124 to 238.
I can answer that.
Okay.
We lowered maintenance agreements, as I stated in our committee meetings, from 248,000 to 108,000. So I reduced our maintenance agreement line by $140,000 and moved some extra money up to property rent lease repair, because we are no longer under contract for HVAC with Johnson Controls. We now have 2 outside companies that come in on an on-call need basis, so if you short that line by that much, you can rest assured I'll be in here by August asking for that money to be put back. Because that's what maintains the jail. We saved $100,000 alone at the jail by canceling that contract. So like I said, I saved the county $140,000 and used like 60 of that to offset back into the repair line, and still gave you guys money back.
They remove it.
Legislator Headwell? Are you okay with that explanation?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Everybody else, all right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Page 13, office supplies, office expenses.
It's the same account, they just, when they put it in, it was just two different names.
Oh,
So it's both.
It's the same, one was Brian's and one was Bob's.
oh, it's the same, okay.
Year to date, right now, they've only used $2,700 of it. And in 14, it was budgeted 25,000, they used 15,500. So I reduced it by 10.
Yeah. Seems reasonable.
So if you wanna go deeper with Bob's, that's fine too.
Looks like, oh yeah, Bob did go 25. What does everybody wanna do with that one? I mean, it looks like we're looking at a reduction.
I like to keep the 25, and he's got another line the same way. I think you'd probably see it on the next page.
All right,
That's fine.
all right. Let's go with, the second to last line.
Yep.
And the last line we can remove. All right, overtime pay on page 13 in the data processing budget.
We, a couple years ago, we took this out, left it at 0, then last year it was put back in. I just think that, the days of being able to flex and do what we need to do, with the contracts, we really need, we can get away from this, and that's how we did it before. So.
Okay. Anybody object to that?
No.
Okay. Leave her in. Page 14, equipment rental lease.
This is a line item that continually is used as a transfer line.
Uh-huh.
So if you look at 2024 spending, at the same time we're looking at 25 spending, there was about a 25% increase. So I took the year-to-date of 24, the actual, and did a 25% increase.
Mm-hmm.
And it came to about 95,000. So I'm just removing
Okay.
27.8.
All right. Sounds reasonable.
And hopefully there'll be less transfers from the account.
Yeah. Everybody all right with that?
Yep.
Okay, leave her in. Office supplies,
Just another office supplies down a little bit farther.
yeah,
But it's not the same account number
It's just,
as the other two were.
I think just another line.
The top line is for the printing department, this is for the data department.
Yeah, it's down a little farther.
It's on page 14.
Yeah, which is part of the data, central data. The other one was printing.
so,
I mean, last year, or the budget last year was 27.4 this year, and I think in, '24, there was a 9,000, '25 was like 2,700, 26. I mean, hardly anything was used, so I'm just can't figure out why we're at 52,000 for that.
it is quite a jump.
I think it's just a nice place to be able to, I mean, $52,000 to buy paper clips and pens, heck of a deal.
Yeah,
I agree with, Headwell as
okay,
well.
let's leave her in. All right, page 16. Salary adjustment?
Salary adjustment.
Okay, leave her in. Page 22.
This would be an increase in a grant, which would cover on page 24, the request for a community health nurse.
Correct. The grant would be increased in order to, okay, to cover
Right.
that. I am in favor of this nurse position. I mean, so if that's what this is all about, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's my opinion. Others have their own opinion. Appears as though, it's necessary, you know. But discussion? Number one? Good.
Leave it,
2,
leave it.
3, good, 4?
I'm just, it was out of the budget? It was one of those positions that was taken out?
Yes.
Or is this a new?
Correct. Yeah, it was taken out during the executive's budget.
But there's nobody to fill the position.
Not at the moment.
So why are we doing this then now and not waiting like everyone else when we were putting these positions?
We could. We could.
I mean, if the position comes available 6 months down the road, then she comes 6 months down the road and says, I get this position to fill. But the whole part of it was to remove these positions
Until they're filled.
until they're filled.
Legislator Sweet?
Nicole? Pay attention, no, I'm just kidding. If a department head is looking to fill a position that is not in the budget, can you post that position?
If it's not a funded position.
So if it's not a funded position, you can't post it until we fund it.
Well, I think we would gather or potentially gain candidates that have nowhere to go.
It's a little contrarian to the narrative we've had out there as part of this process, which was, we'll zero them out, but you go out, find people, come back, and we'll reinstate it.
But the title's still here.
Yeah.
The title's still here.
Right. Yeah, I'm not so much talking about this position, but
No, in general.
a position in
Yeah.
another department that,
Like ADAs.
right, that may
Yeah.
take time to,
I would say that's a slippery slope. Because there's a lot of lines that are in our budget that are zeroed out, that we have been, I made a practice of not, unless I have a resolution from the legislature that said new position is funded,
I'm not so much saying change the policy, I'm saying that if we want to make sure that someone needs a position, we need to fund it. And for,
I think Sarah talked about how important this position was with what's happening with the people in the western part of the county. You know, with the loss of, the position out there and her numbers increasing to seeing 8, 10, 12 people a day. And which goes down a few extra lines where she asked for the extra $10,000
Right.
to recruit for that, so that's another conversation we have to have with this line as well.
We do, we do.
May I?
Yes, you may.
One, the salaries in these positions are bargained, so we can't just add salaries to a bargained position, we have to negotiate with CSEA.
Okay.
Unless there is, data and facts, then the personnel officer can allocate a title, like a new position can allocate a new title to a grade. But I think that for what it's worth, I think the title itself is kind of a defunct title, and there's a more, maybe a higher level title that, and I would defer to the public health director, but, community health nurses are not a regular title anymore, more like public health nurses, they have a little bit higher degree that you'll see like in other counties, that also have, you know, so the community health nurse we're gonna have trouble with for as long as.
So maybe we just close out both of these and relook at it, and change the title with the higher.
And again, I would defer to the public health director, but, it's been a couple of years that we can't recruit anybody for this position, despite having reallocations. We've done salary reallocations to the nursing positions, we've done it in public health, ESS, and when the sheriff's department had nurses, there was some reallocations at that point. But it's a tough title to fill, so.
Maybe that's what we do.
Sean,
Yes.
how does this grant work as it pertains to this position?
I believe it's like any other grant where you would, if she was to pay out the salary, she would claim back for that piece of the salary. If she doesn't expend that piece of the salary, she can't claim for it.
Right.
So isn't the grant just a certain amount of money?
Yeah, so the grant is in a dollar amount that would envelop this position if she had somebody to fill it and substantiate with a, you know, proof that it's filled? Is that kind of the way you
And
see it?
Like I said, I don't know the details of this particular grant, so
Mhm.
I'd really rather you defer to her, but that total grant, it's a lead poisoning grant, what she requested was 283.3. And we reduced it to approximately 20 out because we removed the position. So the grant is still, the total grant that's been moved forward in the budget is still 263,462.
But that doesn't include
That does not include the salary.
the salary. What would it shoot up to if it did?
It would go up to the 283.3.
But this one's talking about the lead registry grant, which is the 504.53, not the one you're looking at, where the figures are 516,000.
So that should be the line that we're changing, not the lead registry.
I'm sorry, Chairman, I didn't mean to.
No, you need to speak up if you have.
And that's the line that I wasn't sure of.
If you're looking at the budget, it's the 05 grant,
Yep.
the sub 05. The lead poisoning prevention grant.
So then what's this one on our sheet?
It's the wrong
That'd
amount.
be a typo.
But there's a dollar
It's the lead
amount.
registry grant at 304.53 for $516,800.
There's two lead grants.
It's down below your
So-
first one.
So when they zeroed out the position, they changed the .05 account. So that's the one that we should be making the change to if you want to fund this
Correct.
position. So the line should be the
It should be 340105 for the lead registry grant. Should be A 3401-05.
Well,
poisoning.
the trouble is
prevention.
when you say for the lead
It's-
registry grant, the lead registry grant already has a
But
moniker.
The numbers are incorrect as well.
So it'll be lead poisoning prevention grant. The
Correct.
05 account is the
Yes.
lead poisoning prevention grant, not the registry grant.
And that would go from 263, 462 to 283, correct? That's what that first amendment would be.
Right.
Putting it back.
And that's the 19,838.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
But I think we were just talking about just kinda waiting on this until, is that what we're, chat on that same page, or we?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know which way is the best way to do it. Obviously, we need to fund it to advertise it.
Well, I mean, that's a whole nother subject we gotta revisit immediately after we settle on this thing. Because that is the narrative the executive put out, that we put out in tandem when these people like the DA came and said, you know, I just wanna know that I can recruit for these positions and then come back and tell you that I have somebody so you can reinstate them.
So do we put $1 in every one of these accounts then?
If you would,
No, yeah,
I mean, if there, you want me to have a policy change, then, you know, refer to the larger group. That's not typically how we've done it,
And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, we left a few in there, like one in there,
Yeah.
so that they could fill it, and then once that was filled, they would then come to us and say, I filled this one, I need the other one,
Right.
we'll fund the position.
that was for the.
So there wasn't a lag where
Yes.
we're hiring somebody to a zero position.
Well, that was with the attorney positions though,
Yeah.
correct?
Because there was multiple, so.
Because there was more, this is a standalone.
Just to clarify what we advised the district attorney, because she has 4 vacant positions.
Yes,
And in the budget process, the executive with her agreed to defund 2 of the positions at this time. With the
Right.
understanding, once you fill those 2, then come back to the board. to
Yes.
Get the funding for the next one.
yes, okay, so she's
So this-
okay then,
We
all
were
right.
fine.
It wasn't a case where we told them that they could go ahead and post for unfunded positions.
Okay, gotcha, okay. All right, let's get back to this one here. So Nicole, what was your concept to get the, you know, let's try and preserve both situations here. Get the salary increase, but get it at a time that we have somebody for the position.
And get it at a title where we can
Yeah.
get somebody for
Yeah.
that position.
the title as is, I don't know that I can reallocate that in the bargaining unit to a higher grade, given the responsibilities and the requirements of the position. And a higher title, I can allocate that to a more comparable salary, because of the increased responsibilities of that and the education that's required for a public health nurse. But again, it's generally, I have those conversations with the department head, I have had those conversations with the department head, and I have, to this, I don't know that that's an avenue she wants to go, but that's an avenue to perhaps have a different way to recruit for people at a higher salary with a more compatible title.
So if we fund this position now, we could do a resolution at some time and place to reclassify.
Yeah, once I have a conversation with.
But it is a position that we have established and can fill.
So let's
Under
just,
civil service, we can reclassify.
Okay.
It would just, again, be a conversation with the director of, as the appointing authority to see the direction of the position.
Okay,
All right.
And then
So we have a way to increase it.
We do,
okay,
in
No,
a
so-
title change, not the way
Yes.
it's laid
Right.
out now.
right.
So let's go around the room as to whether we want to fund it now or wait for the position to be filled, right? Because that's what we're down to.
This is the one where we're increasing the grant and also increasing the expense.
Mhm.
Doesn't,
fund it.
Yeah,
But there is a piece of it that is, it's not totally funded. Only 20,000 is funded. You have to add 46,289 as well.
In this position.
On this
position is divided into two lines.
Right.
Community health nurse under 40-10-00, you would go from 0 to 46-289.
Okay.
And
So
then
this
the
is,
other piece of
Where is that one?
20,000.
Where's that one?
Couple down.
Oh, yeah, I got it, okay.
That position is two separate lines, and only the 19 is the only piece that's actually funded by a grant. So the 19 offsets to the net effect of 0, but you're adding the 46 back to the budget.
so then it's two above the other one on our sheet.
And it's also included on the budget here, a couple lines down.
Which sheet we looking at? This one?
We're looking at our sheet.
Yeah.
If you go down a couple, yeah.
Community health
legislator.
nurse, 46-289 to 56-289.
Yes,
That the increase in expense should be changed from 56 to 46.
yep. So, but those two line items would equal the position.
But I think what we're down to here is, do we wanna leave this in or take it out until it gets filled?
I would prefer to take it out and figure out what we're gonna do, if we're gonna change the title, what we're gonna do with this, instead of putting this in, again, in not knowing if we're going to keep this title or change it to a title which is more pay.
Okay. Martin?
If our goal is to get the 10,000 increase so that we can fill this position, can we just increase the grant and the 19 so that there's funds there to then hire someone with the plan that we're changing the allocation?
We could,
I'm in agreement with that.
but, you know, that's, are you, yes, Nicole?
I just, are you, I can't, if you put the other money in the community health nurse line, it's gonna have to be moved out of the community health nurse line to, if it says becomes a public health nurse.
I have a feeling if we zero this out,
Mhm.
that we will not be adding another position. And if the goal is to have the proper number of nurses in public health, there should be a dollar amount in there so that we can post to hire someone and do the title change and transfer the funds.
I'm in agreement.
I agree.
So if we hire a public health nurse, that person will be able to do the job that,
It's community health nurse.
that the community health
At a
nurse.
higher level.
Right, but I'm saying that person could do that job that we're,
If you hire a community health nurse
right.
and you create a public
No,
health
no,
nurse.
if you hire a public health nurse, will that person be able to do these responsibilities?
Well,
I think a public health
I
is
think
above.
A public health
Step
nurse
above.
is higher,
Hmm?
so a
The
public
director of
health
public
nurse
health
requires a
should
bachelor's
turn,
degree.
Yeah, it says
determine what she
public health.
wants to put in there,
Yeah, so
Right.
public health is
Should be
higher,
put
so they should be able to do
in the position.
what this
No, she
position is
asked for
doing
that.
now.
I just would say on a recruitment,
She asked for that
she
extra
asked for
time.
public health
But she
nurse,
can't
but
have it.
a bachelor of
She has to
a
come up
nurse,
with a
which
new
is what
title.
public health nurse
Yes,
is, and
I
probably gonna
understand.
take the salary of
So
a
why are we
teacher,
putting it in this
Okay.
title?
right?
We need to create a new
So
title.
you're still gonna run to that same recruitment as long as that community health nurse is there.
Mhm.
A community health nurse, the reason why I can't move it is an associate's degree, whereas a lot of surrounding areas are bachelors. So, you know, could a public health nurse do the job of a community health nurse? Yes, but I don't think you're gonna recruit somebody with the bachelor level to do
do
the
that.
lower title, at the lower title.
Nicole, at one point, did this department have a supervising nurse, public, so that person acted as a higher nurse and also acted as like the assistant director, correct?
I know that there was a supervising public health.
Was a supervising public health nurse, I think they did both. And I think that's when that person left, then they became a, assistant director. So there's a lot of different ways they can do this to increase the money.
Mm-hmm. But we're also saying that we gotta change policy, right?
So if when a department needs to reclassify, yes, you could just direct them to
to allow for the posting of it if it was zeroed out?
Yes, and I just would again just say it's a slippery slope. But, you know, again, reclassifications occur all the time, we see them throughout the years. So I can 100% say that we have had zero luck recruiting a community health nurse.
Okay, yeah, I understand that.
So an
And if it was
enhancement may help the
reclassified-
recruitment process too, correct?
To reclassify it.
So the question is it best to put the fund the line or wait
And
and zero it out?
Or fund it and then reclassify it.
I agree with Martin, I'd rather see it funded than
Yeah.
lose it.
I don't know how, of the thing of how if we don't fund it, how we're gonna lose it, because we're all in agreement that we need another nurse there. So if we take this out now, we can very easily put back in what she wants with the direction, with her sitting down with Nicole and coming up with a plan to increase the salary and a title and coming before us, it's gonna happen.
Can you produce that by the end of the year?
What's that? A resolution reclassifying a position if the department is willing.
So that she
to
can
do
go actively recruit?
that. Yeah, I mean, if
And then
the
we can put it
department
back in then?
If the department wanted to go in that direction, we can have a resolution up next week for next month's meeting. That's, a reclassification is fairly simple when it's those set titles that we already have, it's not creating like completely different position. But again, the appointing authority would maybe final decision on whether that's the direction that she wants to go in. I certainly can make that happen, and it would be I can allocate it then outside of the bargaining agreement to a more appropriate rate, which would be higher given the nature of the position being a bachelor level nurse.
It may work out better for the director this way.
It may, but again, I have to defer to the appointing authority on the direction.
Of course. I mean,
I do, in my civil service hat, believe that that's the best, but again, the appointing authority would have the final. Being Sarah.
are you all right with it? Those of you on this side of the room who are in support of it, and I mean, I think we're all in support of the need for another nurse. That seems to go without saying here. But reorganizing it that way so that it would help for a more successful recruitment process perhaps. With more money in a differently labeled position.
But who's gonna apply for a job that has zero funding for
No,
engineering?
she's gonna come to us with a resolution.
We're still gonna have to
But
budget
it's not in
that
the
money.
budget.
It's not
Yeah.
budget.
It's not budgeted.
No, not now it isn't, but we'll put, I mean, we do this all the time. It's $60,000 or whatever it is, you know. Depends how firmly we want to stand on the ground of, well, you don't have somebody for the position, so let's not fund it now. I mean, so that's really what we're debating now, I would say. Because you can also recategorize it if we chose to move forward with it as disclosed here, correct?
As the community health nurse, no.
No, but if we left it in as a community health nurse and then a
In that
resolution, and a resolution came through in a month and says, we're changing the community health nurse to the
Public health nurse.
to the public health nurse.
Yep, we would reclassify it and transfer the funds out of that, eliminate that position, the community health nurse, to create the new position.
And if we know it's gonna happen that immediately, it's worth leaving in, you know, it's just like it's worth leaving in a position that you found somebody for, you know what I mean? That's all I'm trying to do is get over that hurdle, you know, so. All right, Martin, you're good with it, doing it that way?
The 3 line items.
Yeah,
If we're gonna fund it.
okay. Well, I think I know how you feel.
You know how I feel.
Okay, all right, well then we'll leave them in.
This is staying in?
Yeah,
It's staying in at the 340105, Sean?
Yes.
Hello, Go, Sean.
You're leaving the 19 revenue, you're increasing the revenue, you're increasing the 46, and you're increasing the 19. You're leaving those amendments as proposed,
Okay.
correct?
Yes.
Yes. This has gotta be over here, 46
Yep.
to the.
And 56 got to change to 46.
46, right.
Okay. All right, next line down.
Yeah, I'm up again.
Well, you got a lot of plate appearances
Yeah,
during this
well,
World
this
Series.
is going back to that direction that we were going to go a couple years ago, when we were all told that this person was going to have a huge job change, title change, this was going to happen, and we increased the person's salary by $20,000. Well, it didn't happen, we're not going in that direction, and we have absolutely no problems taking people and moving them, doing desk audits and moving them up and doing what we're supposed to do. But why are we still paying this person $20,000 more when we have people that are doing this job, that are busting their butts, and, you know, but this person needs to go back to the position of where they were originally, and that's all this is going on, is putting it back as from the director of finance, putting it back to a business manager, and leaving her at that position. And we were told a big story about what was gonna happen when the two departments joined together.
It was gonna be
and they were
shared,
all gonna
right,
work as a big team, and it never happened.
No, that has not happened,
And it's not going to happen.
no.
And we've got people in other departments that are doing more finance than this department, and they're making a lot less. And it's not fair to those people either. So I took the bull by the horns, I put it on a sheet, and now
Yep.
we can
Yep.
argue about it.
Well, I mean, the one point that is absolutely true is it has not evolved the way it was depicted at outset. It was supposed to be shared with DSS, and I don't know that that happens, or has happened much, if at all. So, and that was part of the reason that it was changed that way. Martin would recall that, Brian would recall that. I recall that. So, and so that, obviously, this line here also works in tandem with
You're looking at,
a line about 5 down there, Director of Finance.
Yes.
With the 19, because the 19 and the 57 are what equal the salary.
yes, but it was better than a $20,000 raise. And if you remember, I questioned it a couple times and
You have.
times, and we were told, it's gonna happen, and we're sitting here and it's not happening, and
I also get the impression that it's not, that it isn't going to happen, because it would have happened by now. There seems to be, some, provincialism in holding on to this employee and not sharing the employee as originally designed. So, I guess that's what the information is on the table, so. Martin?
I'll defer to the county executive.
Okay. Brian?
Take it out.
So, you are saying you want to redesign as presented?
Correct.
Okay. Herb?
Yeah, I'll go along with Brian.
Okay. Bob, that's what you want too, right?
Correct, yep.
Chad?
I don't know much about how this got to where it got, but from my understanding is it's not doing what it was supposed, the position's not what it's supposed to be, so, if the functions didn't change, then I'm in agreement with you guys.
like everybody's of that mindset. Okay,
So it stays in.
so it stays in. And so does the next line. And so does the line, 5 below it. Or, excuse me, 6 below it. The 9.
Yep.
Yep, you got it, right?
Page 27.
Yep. Okay. That stays. This stays. Okay, next line.
The Assistant Director of Public Health has been emptied, or there's no person there, I mean, it's vacant, and there's no one there, and at the present time, there is no advertising for that position. I think they're looking to maybe do something different, so that's why I put it there to be taken out, and that's why I even said something about the, looking at the supervising nurse, because again, the supervising nurse can do that job and can do the thing, and you can pay them salary what they need to do, but at the present time, I would take it out if it's not filled.
That's the sponsor's explanation.
So we're really tweaking this department and changing the direction.
Well, I don't know that the last move is changing the direction. I think the person is doing what they always did and not the extra things that were part of the original design. For the other, part of, for DSS. This would be a wholesale change, yeah.
And the next one?
The next one is a different story, Martin. The next one is, we were told the other day that if we had a position, she already had advertised for a position, it was full, when she was 100% correct, because it was full by a person already in her department. That person was going to that position, and another person was going to fill that position, leaving that other position empty. So it wasn't like we were going to bringing someone from the outside to fill a position. It was moving within the department. So that position is empty in the department as of, I forgot.
The program specialist CCS?
The program specialist CCS is going to be vacated sometime in November because of the moves. So it wasn't it wasn't like everything was full and then somebody was from the outside has said they were coming in to take a job and we couldn't cut that.
That's why we moved them, right.
That's why, so
Yeah.
we're not eliminating it, the job is just empty. So.
Well, Martin?
Again, I'm going to defer to the executive's budget.
To the executive budget, okay.
So what have we used $54,000 of in that line of the assistant public health so far this year?
Why? Because the person was there for a while and
So there was some
then
for a
left.
while? Okay.
Yeah.
How long were they there, do you know?
What's that?
Do you know how long they were there?
Must be quite a while if it's 64% of the salary was.
Okay.
When? When? March?
May?
May?
I mean, it's been empty for a while.
64% of the line has been realized, so.
But who to transfer it to?
Right. But if they're not planning on filling it,
They're not advertising for it.
then take it out. That's what we've been asking to do, take positions out that aren't gonna
Assistant
be,
director.
aren't gonna be filled.
We're not advertising for it?
For the assistant director?
Yeah, I don't know whether she's thinking, the last conversation with her in regards to position was that we were not, the last conversation I had with her that she wanted us to hold off on advertising. I'm not sure whether she's thinking about a reorganization or not. I didn't defer to her on that, but that was our direction.
Okay.
Brian, you haven't, you're still,
Take it out.
which one? Both? Or just the assistant director of public
No,
health?
both, if they're not, if they're not advertising.
Leave them like they're on the sheet.
Right.
Leave them like they're on the sheet.
Yeah.
Not being advertised, the other position,
Is being advertised, okay.
Okay.
The program specialist?
The program specialist assistant
Is being
public health is not being advertised.
Nicole, the program specialist is being advertised?
that's correct.
Let's leave that one in.
Okay. So take the other one out and leave one in?
Okay, which one are we taking out?
The
Assistant
86.
director
Well, the
program public health.
86 is,
Stays on the sheet.
stays on the sheet, the 50 is
I'm
coming
gonna,
off.
well, no one asked me, but I'm gonna go with Martin as well on that one for the
I'm
first
sorry.
one. Yes, thank you.
Okay. Speak up, Michelle.
I am.
You know,
Namby-pamby.
Okay, so the other one's coming out.
yes.
No, the 86 is coming off.
No,
It's staying on the
No.
sheet,
86 is staying
Staying
on
on
the
the
sheet.
on this sheet.
Oh, the 86 stays on this sheet. I'm
Right.
thinking the
Yeah,
budget sheet.
yes.
Okay.
and
And
the
the next
50
one comes off.
disappears.
Yes,
Community health nurse, we've already addressed.
yes.
What do we, did that
Program
come off?
special,
That's just a.
It was a repeat.
So what one are we taking
well, it's
off?
got a smaller amount.
No, that's,
No,
that's,
This is
that's-
partially the
That's
grant
staying
funding.
in?
No, that's
Okay.
Right,
All right,
it's
so keep
different.
that in.
That budget is
That line will be deleted
This is
off
staying
of this
here.
sheet.
Okay.
It will be,
Right,
thank
the
you, Sean.
line's going.
Yes,
What?
And the community
Next
health
one's
nurse we
coming
leave
off.
in,
Yes.
that's part of our,
yeah.
that 19. Okay,
The
director
mental
of
health
finance,
coordinator.
we've already talked about.
Mhm.
All right, mental health program coordinator.
That was one that was,
That's a correction where the position's filled.
Okay, so we leave that there,
And that's gonna negate mine two lines down.
which is,
That's the offset to that 59,410.
okay. So we can cross that one out.
Yep,
What do we do?
Which one?
Unclassified revenue,
yep.
59.
59,
Take
it
that out?
matches up with the mental health coordinator. No, I mean, does it
We're
need to
leaving
stay
that
in if
in?
it funds it?
yeah. They need to stay in.
It needs to stay in. to
It
fund
has revenue.
You added the position back in, did you add the funding back in?
There was no funding.
Wasn't that
Or-
funded?
There was
Wow.
one that was,
The only funding was the grant funded. I don't know where this line came from. Because there was
it.
never.
Which line, Sean?
This 2770.
Oh, that's my line.
We're-
Unclassified revenue, I
Correct.
figured we could make more money.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a refundable position. That's the only question. I don't know if that's a position we could claim for.
What do you mean you don't know?
You don't know if that
They
position
did
is,
not ask for revenue to offset this. We're adding revenue, but I don't know if it's.
so right now, Mike, we gotta take it off the sheet.
The unclassified revenue,
Correct.
yeah,
Right.
okay. And, so the mental health program coordinator, we're leaving in.
Correct.
Yes.
Court-related, expenses,
That was a correction they offered up.
okay. All right. DSS attorney and attorney one. Well, let's go to, attorney one, cause MPK is in the CAN. The Archie Bunker flush.
It was just, that's just a salary adjustment.
Salary adjustment, okay.
So that stays in.
That stays, social welfare examiner stays, senior caseworker stays, principal social welfare
That
examiner.
was removed with resolution 175 during the year, and it was never taken out of the budget.
Okay,
Well, there is an offset, we have to add a position in. There was a resolution passed in December. You would have to add line 192, they downgraded it from a principal to a senior.
But didn't we have that somewhere else? No, okay. So we have to put that one back in.
Yeah, you would
Or you went
remove the
away.
58,539, but you have to add a senior
coming back
social
to it.
welfare examiner for 43,360.
Okay.
And I can send that amendment to Pat to add.
yeah, do that.
Now,
Do
Sean,
that.
while you're adding, did you put in the sheriff's cars? They were not on
That
our
was,
sheet.
you passed a resolution tonight
It just
So
happened.
it's
Yeah, we took care of it.
Yeah, but no, I'm talking about because that was in the budget,
All that did not get taken off.
but it has to be put in the sheet too.
What's that? That would have to be added to the sheet. So
Yes, okay. The jail car and the,
jail card and deputy cars.
yeah, okay.
We removed 26 one.
Are you going back up to the DSS attorney? Since
Yes.
Mr.
Martin,
I would-
DSS attorney.
There were 2 vacants. I thought if we're going, they're difficult to fill, we fill one, we'll fund the next one, and they can seek to fund it. That seems to be what
That was our
our
goal.
Yeah.
policy
Yep.
is,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
So if they fill the one that's still open there, 115, they'll come to you
Alright.
all next year,
Yep,
and you'll say, yes,
so we leave that there.
Yes.
For come out, okay. And outreach program.
it can, it's the fair money. It can go,
Oh,
do whatever.
so the 15 was to,
I'm increasing it for the fair.
you know what, Martin? That'll be part of your going away present.
Alright.
I know that's one of your babies.
No, it was zeroed out the last couple
Yeah,
of years.
you know, yeah, okay. We'll leave that there,
It can be, I'm not gonna die on the hill.
okay. All right, down to the last sheet, then we gotta go back to page 1 to talk about the big number.
Well, before we go to page 1, I wanna talk about the second page that we just did.
Oh, what do you
When we
wanna
go
do?
back. No, we can finish this, and then I wanna let people ruminate on what we did,
Okay,
and then I wanna circle back to it.
okay. All right, page 35.
Page 35, the historian archives assistant, these numbers aren't right from what I input. I have the historian going from 23,180 to 0, zeroing out that line as a part-time assistant to go to offset the labor relations assistant on page 58. So this is on page 35. So I have,
12, 27, 57.
I was gonna apply for the position,
Yeah,
117,000.
historian archives assistant.
part-time, it's on,
Oh, it's,
23,180.
23,160.
160.
Well, the balances.
So that line item is, okay. There it is, all right. So I'm sorry, Maria, again, your explanation? You're changing it to,
To 0, I think the mental health, the
We're
labor
talking about the
relations.
I'm
historian.
talking about the historian first.
Right,
Yeah,
there is a full-time person there,
yeah,
so I think the full-time person can handle the capacity of the historian's
You're
office.
zeroing it out.
And reallocating that money to a labor relations assistant.
I don't know, first of all, I'm not seeing on the historians, am I on the wrong page?
It
35?
should be in
The amount on
35.
the sheet is wrong.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, those are.
That
wrong numbers.
109,390, it should be 23,160.
oh,
And her recommendation was to change it to 0.
change to 0,
Okay, I see.
right?
Yes.
And so the increase, decrease of 72, 74, we get rid of that.
Yeah,
Right, it
that's
would be
not.
Okay.
23,160.
And so now, if that's gone, then the next one, what?
It
Records?
would increase labor relations assistant from 0 to 25,713, so it's not a total.
But I thought the labor relations assistant was, that was, the one we talked about before. The $20,000 job.
No.
Or I mean,
No.
Nicole's job.
Yeah.
25,000.
Did we
That's-
talk about that before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Page 1.
Yeah.
And we reinstated it, and then we
Page
went to,
9.
to the last page to say, okay, we're gonna
on
We're
the
gonna keep
EMS
that
fund.
there too.
Okay,
So,
then I guess the part-timer can do the history of the county.
Okay. So we're gonna leave the 23,160 line item in.
Yes.
And you're down to the next one, records management?
the record management position, it was mine, and it's empty at the present time.
It was
Okay.
what?
There's nobody there, it's vacant.
When you say leave it in, you mean cross it off the sheet?
No.
Well, no, like the historian archives assistant, you're looking to,
I'm withdrawing that.
Leave it in.
oh, you're withdrawing it.
I'm withdrawing.
All right, so we're gonna leave it in.
Leave it in. the budget.
Okay.
In the
So
budget.
we're
In the
striking
budget.
it from our sheet.
Leave it in the
Off the
budget
sheet.
and
That's where I get
strike it off the sheet. Okay.
What, could somebody tell me, what are you doing?
I'm withdrawing my request to
Top line,
The top line,
page
So we're
three.
crossing
erase
it
it.
off.
Yes,
Thank you,
Cross it off the sheet.
thank you,
yes.
thank you, thank you.
So the
thank
next
you.
line, Bob, you're indicating that,
It's vacant.
it's vacant,
Yes.
okay. And it's been vacant for a long time, or?
Nicole, how long?
I would say again, about May, around May.
Okay. Anybody got an issue with that? Is it being recruited?
Yes.
Oh, it is? Okay. Well, I know it's getting tiring here, but we all wanna get the heck out, so let's, try and gather ourselves here. What do we wanna do? We're getting there, we're almost there.
If it's being recruited, leave it in.
That's how
Yeah,
we've set the
okay.
precedent, yeah.
Yeah, leave it in. All right, Assistant District Attorney,
I put that in because of the thought of it need to be funded too, but there is another position that's available, so strike that.
so we can strike it out,
Yep.
okay?
Salary adjustment,
Salary adjustment. All right, so we leave that in as is,
the intern was putting that back in the budget.
putting it back in, okay?
Can I just-
Court-related expenses.
What do you want, Marty?
Can I just ask for all these salary adjustments, they are correct?
Yeah,
You know, we don't work in the day-to-day here, are
No.
they correct, these adjustments we're doing?
Bob, you've done most of them, so where were you getting your data from?
From the office that supposedly takes care of that kind of stuff.
Oh, personnel, okay.
Okay.
All right, well then that's as,
I just
Go
Don't
to
wanted
the
think
to.
sources
I don't think I
Yeah.
come here without doing my homework.
I just wanna make sure.
no, nobody was questioning you didn't do your homework. It was just a
Well-
matter of getting an idea where it was coming from, that's all. They were pretty precise
Again, I agree
numbers,
with
yeah. All right, so, secretary to, all right, we're gonna leave that in as is, law school intern, court-related expenses.
That one, is that grant funded, Sean, do you know?
I believe some of that is reimbursable, it's all part of their.
So in '24, if it was grant funded, it was $61,251. They didn't spend any of it. And this year, it was adopted at 37,000, and they haven't, well, actually, it was amended to 33,000, they haven't used any of it still. So I don't know if it's grant funded, do you leave it?
We're probably paying all the other stipends and don't need to pay for it.
I'm just saying, it's a line that hasn't been used in 2 years.
Isn't everything in the public defender's grant money?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what, let's leave it in. It hasn't been used in 2 years. You know, and, can always come back and ask for it. It's only 15 grand. Operational co-op extension.
Yeah, so, they presented their budget, we didn't have it because of changing it from where it was to where it was, so I put it in for what they requested.
Okay.
Less than $3,000.
Okay. We're good with that one?
Again, I'm not gonna die on the hill, if you wanna strike it, you
No.
can strike it.
No, no.
Apparently
All right.
none of mine really matter.
Well, they matter. We kept them
They
all
don't
in.
matter.
Program manager, highway and and, buildings.
I was totally against this, adding this position last year, however, we did it because of, some movement in personnel. I still have major problems with this line item because we're taking money from CHIPS that we could be actually out using on the roads and doing road work, and we're paying, a salary out of this.
CHIPS.
Out of CHIPS.
Commissioner, you got any comments on, the need for this position?
Well, one, I didn't know we were on board for firing people, that whole full-time positions, that's reimbursed for, number one. Number two, the amount of money that this individual saves this county when he's out overseeing paving projects on the road, because I don't have enough superintendents to oversee this work between myself and Frank. And when Craig is all running the highway guys, all it takes is one paving contractor to skim on his yields when he's doing 25 miles of road and rob 3,000 ton of blacktop from Montgomery County, take it to another job, sell it to somebody else, which does happen. Because if you're not there to check the pavement company's yields, and they thin out on you in the middle of the road and you don't see it, they bill you for it, because them trucks went across the scales, they go sell it to somebody else, pave their parking lot, and double dip, and you pay for it. And CHIPS reimburses us to pay that guy to oversee, to make sure that don't happen in this county. We're fortunate to have him. I think it's insane to even think of eliminating that position for what he does. That's my piece.
Okay, thank you.
I'm with Eric on that one.
And that salary is a small amount of what the CHIPS program is.
Yeah, it's like, what's the CHIPS number, 3,
So
4?
this year with my rollover, I was at $6 million.
All right,
We're allocated just shy of 4 million. And I roll over in the neighborhood of 1.5, plus we get pave our pothole money, which we cannot roll over, we have to spend that as soon as we get it. That's the first thing we have to spend. You're talking neighborhood of $6 million. I cannot possibly spend it all in 1 year. It's impossible. We don't have the help.
all right.
I just want, another thing I want to say, Mr. Chairman, if I may. A few years ago, I lost 3 MEO1s and was promised I'd get those back if I wanted it. Requested 5 times. I've never been offered to get those 3 MEO1s back. And that happened by a certain legislator in this room as well, because they weren't funded. A lot of it isn't fair what goes on, and department heads get cut short. I think that just needs to be stated. I think there's a lot of oversight.
All right, thank you for your comments. Number 1,
I defer to the executive budget.
okay.
Leave it in the budget.
Leave it in.
Leave it.
Leave it.
Okay,
Which means we're taking it out.
we're taking it out, yeah. Okay, and 57, our hospital and medical insurance.
Might as well flip back to page 1.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm thinking, well, these two are kind of related,
That's what I'm saying.
and,
If you're gonna discuss this one, might as well discuss the other one, the same.
yeah. I mean, I just don't know how we can, I understand legislator Headwell where you're coming from as far as trying to hedge against using future fund balance. And it's a sound thought, but we know if we put $2.7 million worth of expense in this budget, it's going to be, Sean, where are we at? Oh, okay.
Just so you know that if you take the first amendment to 1.7, it's not a total of 2.7.
Okay,
Because that 1.7 is going to the M fund.
okay.
So you would increase the M fund by that additional 1.7.
So whatever we increase on page 1 will increase the M fund.
You have to increase 2 lines in the M fund. You gotta increase the revenue and the
Yeah.
operating fund.
But I mean, whatever we do on page 1 takes care of this.
Correct.
So we don't need this line here.
Well, you would, it'll be amended based on what you do on
Yeah,
page one.
but we don't need to attack it as its own.
Correct,
Okay.
correct.
So let's go back to page one, as Legislator Sweet was saying.
Page 9.
Do you have any kind of tally, Sean, yet, or no?
No, I can start to run one if you want.
What,
Yeah,
can I ask
yeah, go
some
ahead.
questions?
Yeah.
All right. Can I get a tally on the public health, mental health, all change in direction that we just,
Yes, I agree with that.
All right, let's start with that, Sean.
I just think it's, you know, we're here figuring out what our amendments are going to be before we vote on this next Monday. And it just, that's an awful lot of big change that, one, we didn't allow the
Yep.
executive to look into if it would impact his department or not. And I understand thinking around it, but I just don't like the way that this is happening. You know,
Okay.
I agree
it's a
100%
drastic
on that.
change to a department.
Yes.
And it almost reminds me of the Goes to Christmas Pass. I'm gonna take Legislator Duchesse's Goes to Christmas Pass. This is something the Board of Supervisors used to do, and I really don't like it.
No, me either.
Okay, so,
It's the same thing, Martin, we've done through the whole budget. If the position was empty, we eliminated the position.
Oh, no, that isn't what we did solely in this department.
well, let's go back over it.
Absolutely. So the program specialist is something that's being advertised, correct?
Yep, so that's,
So we decided to
Can we
keep
all
that
be on
one.
the
Keep
same
that one
page?
in.
get that one
The
in.
assistant public, director, public of health, so
We took that out. I mean,
No.
we left it on the sheet for the purpose of taking out of the budget.
Yeah.
So let's,
so in that position, let's talk about that position.
yeah,
That position is not filled, and it hasn't been filled for how long?
May? you
Since
said?
May, and it's not being advertised for.
And what, you know, it's kinda hard to make that decision without having the
Without
department
having,
head here.
yes.
You know, Pete, did you have any conversations with her about, you know, the need of?
No, just the two positions that were originally on the chopping block, yeah. I talked to, one was filled already, the other one, it had funding attached to it. That was the only one presented.
You, let us know what this position does, I mean, obviously she's,
Assistant public health
yeah,
director? I mean,
assistant.
it's essentially a deputy.
Okay. And that, we've had that position for how long?
Think of how long, pre-COVID, I think of the people that were in that role. I would definitely say pre-COVID, but I wouldn't be able to give you an exact at this moment.
It's been vacant since May.
Do you have an opinion on this position?
I mean, I don't have
Okay.
an opinion on this, I would refer to the public health director
Yeah.
on that.
This is really the only one we're talking about, right? I mean, I think, everybody was in agreement on the finance situation. Everybody's,
I defer to the
I
county
defer to the
executive's
county
budget.
executive as well.
But everybody else
Yeah.
did.
which means we're,
I mean, if you want,
Except-
the
oh.
big thing
I
is.
was not in
is-
favor of removing
oh,
it,
okay, okay,
or taking her position out.
We were in favor of striking from the page.
Yes,
okay,
That's what defer to the executive
Yes.
budget.
okay.
No change.
no changes.
And 6 said yes.
Hmm?
And the rest said yes.
Yes.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So,
It's something that we can always put back in, should we need it, correct?
And again, Nicole, comment that Nicole had was that she would told her, put it on hold because they were maybe looking at going in a different direction or doing something different. So if we're gonna do that again, take the position out, come to us with a new direction of what you're doing and put it in at that point.
What would be the new direction?
That I don't know, she has not
Okay.
had that conversation with me.
Sean?
The net effect of the plus and minuses for public health is
not a lot of money,
So can,
but, you know, what does it do to,
the first one, just so I know what we're talking,
yeah,
we're starting on page 22, the very first one. Is
Yes.
that in or out? Is that left on the sheet
that was gonna be left on the sheet.
That's left on the sheet,
with the correct line item?
Was-
Correct.
Right,
yes.
The next
My
one,
understanding, only 3 lines are actually crossed off the sheet.
okay,
Right?
what are they?
right.
The first line would be the program specialist CCS for 5170.
The community
That's
health,
crossed off the sheet.
Okay,
community health,
The
No,
program specialist for 5574 is crossed off.
yep,
And the unclassified revenue for 50.410 is crossed off. I have everything else moving, staying on the,
is that correct?
other than the finance thing. You said that,
Everything,
they're on,
I'm saying that's
Previous
staying on
chart.
the
yeah, that's
sheet.
staying on the sheet. Oh, you're, okay.
If I'm tracking right.
yes.
So, say that again, Sean. Let's go down line by line.
Okay, first line, 340105, that stays on the sheet. That's going,
That's the poisoning.
yes.
Yes.
Say, can you
lead
please
registry,
talk,
right.
That's
You know,
revenue.
do
You're
it by
putting that
title.
back in the budget.
We're leaving that
We're
in,
leaving that as it is,
yes,
with the new figures,
yes,
The next line, director of finance,
stays in.
for
Yep.
57,986.
yep,
Stays on the sheet.
It stays on the sheet, that means you're reducing that out of the budget.
Right,
right. And
Next
then,
one is business manager,
Right.
56,969. You're putting that position in the budget
yes,
to take the place of director of finance.
correct,
Assistant director of public health, you're 86,571.
leaving it,
You're removing that funding from the budget.
all right, that one's,
Right.
that's one we gotta, and that was, from straw, it was 5-2 before me,
before you,
yeah, okay,
Keep going.
yep,
The next line, program specialist, that gets crossed off the sheet. It's not moving, that's,
right,
cross it off, it's not staying on the sheet.
and that's not, is that an elimination?
No.
No,
No,
and the community health,
Taking that amendment off, we're
We-
not addressing that line.
we
right,
took the community health off, right?
The next one, community health nurse, that stays on the sheet.
yes,
For
46,289.
with 46,289,
You're restoring the funding to that line.
No.
The next one is program specialist CCS for 5,574. You're striking that from this page, from this sheet.
Mhm.
The next, a community health nurse for 19,838, that stays on the sheet.
Mhm.
You're restoring that to the budget.
right,
The next line, director of finance for 19,329, that stays on the sheet. You're removing the funding from the budget.
Mhm.
That's a split salary.
right.
yeah.
Right,
The next is a mental health program coordinator.
By the way, it's split, who's paying the 19? DSS?
No, no.
No,
Oh,
Public health and mental health are,
oh, okay, no, sorry, okay,
the mental health program coordinator,
Yep.
59,410, you're restoring that funding to the budget.
the only reason I asked that was because I thought originally, as drawn up, it was supposed to assist DSS, wasn't it?
no.
Director of finance.
yes.
Yes, Director of
Yes.
Finance.
Director of Finance,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you're
that's the one I'm talking about.
Yes.
You're talking about the mental health
No,
coordinator.
I was talking, yeah,
The next line is the mental health coordinator, that one, we're restoring, leaving it on the sheet, it's restoring the funding.
so the only position that's really gone,
Is the
Assistant Director of Public Health for the time being, correct?
That's,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's gone.
Outside of-
Well, I mean, you know what I mean, we're not funding it.
And the DSS attorney.
Well, that's
That's different for
a different
the department.
department.
Okay.
You all right, Martin? Okay,
The DSS attorney, I only zeroed one out.
One
so-
out, yeah.
So
I
that they
understand.
can
Yep.
post.
And the court-related expenses of 25,000 are
That
for
stays
the
in. They
department.
offer that up.
Yeah, for the department.
all right, back to page 1. Hospital medical
We
insurance.
also have another one on the page, the last page, too.
Oh, yeah, we do.
On the bottom,
Yeah, you know, wait, let's go to the last page. Now, you know, Bob, I don't know, you know, what, I'll let you say what you're gonna
What's
say.
the only
Because
thing
it looks
I-
like you're looking for some place to offset the
We're
big
just looking
bump
for
over, yeah,
thing, you
yeah,
know,
and-
you just,
not saying it critically, but it looked like, you know, when you got to the bottom of this, you're like, oh my God, I got 2 million here, where's a place I can find a million of it or something, right? Yeah. So,
I mean, the thing is, you know, personally, you know, we, like I said in the very beginning, we're going down a slippery slope with fund balance and all this. We need to take a serious look at what we're doing. And we need to figure out, I mean, because again, we're gonna spend 14, 15 million dollars of fund balance before we're done. And if we keep going at the rate that we're going, the fund balance is gonna be used up, and when 3 years from now, when we're departing, we're going to be looking at giving the new legislators a 25, 30%, 40% increase in taxes.
like the
And that's not the way we
supervisors
wanna
gave you.
leave.
Yeah. Martin?
Well, I agree that we need to take the budget process more serious, I think, and finding areas where we can cut. This throw the pasta on the walls approach isn't solving the issue. And I understand that we continually increase the amount of fund balance that we're using to plug the gap, but the fund balance seems to be growing. So that goes back to my initial thing, we are overtaxing the taxpayers. There's still things in here that we're not getting, and I don't know if we ever will.
So Bob, how closely did you look at the capital plan to potentially assign that $1 million, you know?
That was just the number that was there, it was one of the numbers that, I look up the capital plan, and it was the money that was there for, you know, I mean, it just,
Well, it was supposed to be like $1,450,000, so something must have been left in there, but,
I'm not sure, it was
Yeah.
just a number that I got off of one of the documents that we had.
okay. All right, well, before we do that one, then, let's look at the medical insurance. Because obviously, once we're done with the medical insurance, we got 3 spigots, right? We can increase sales tax, we can increase fund balance usage, we can,
Or you can leave it the way that it's budgeted and pray for a Hail Mary.
yeah, you do that too. That is going in with eyes wide shut though, but,
Well, then again, we appropriate fund balance that some never gets used. So to continue to increase the budget and tax people for things that may not be spent and grow on our piggy bank is not right.
no,
So
that's true too.
you're better off biting the bullet, and if we have to hit the fund balance next year, then we have to. But why tax someone ahead of time and not know that we need it?
Okay. So would you be in favor of changing that medical insurance line item and jacking it up $1.7 million? Because,
No, I wanna leave it the way that it is in the budget. I don't want
Okay.
an increase.
yeah,
I wanna leave it the way that it is, so we're not adding to the tax burden ahead of time.
correct, without knowing exactly what the bogey.
I mean, Nicole's numbers are usually very precise, and hopefully they're not this time, but
Yeah,
maybe but we don't know that. So, without having a concrete number, I don't feel comfortable increasing the tax on people not knowing that.
Herb, how do you feel? No, you don't wanna, you feel the way Brian does?
I don't wanna see taxes go up to people either.
Okay, well, some of it's gonna happen, but it's not gonna be to everybody, but, so you would be in favor of a move that doesn't require a larger tax increase by appropriating more money to this expense here? Okay. Chad?
Yeah, I think that we should just say the Hail Mary and keep it as is.
I defer to the executive budget.
Take my line.
I'm gonna
Okay. Well, it sounds like that's the consensus.
You did.
Taking it
You
off.
spoke up.
We'll take it off.
So does that mean the other one on the last page? Page
Yeah,
57?
we don't need to take the money out of the capital plan if we don't need to find $1 million.
You're talking about the one on the bottom.
No, I'm talking about the one on page
He's talking about the
Yeah,
page
that one too.
57.
That one you can take off too. So Sean, do you have any kind of tally?
I'm getting there. Mr. Chair?
Yes, Sheriff.
Mr. Kelly, I have my backup now, so that facility support services line pays the Amsterdam Fire Department to be our on-call for hazmat response and confined space rescue. They're the only agency in the county that's certified to do both. Sometimes it increased from 5 to 15 because sometimes we're able to pull some hazmat grant money to offset, it's not guaranteed. So if you reduce it, you reduce it.
Oh, no, restructure.
Yeah, I'm just explaining what
That's
that
all.
line was.
Okay, thank you. Yep. Like I said, all of my amendments, I'm not gonna die on the hill, I don't care. It's not small potatoes.
I need clarification on first page. Um, the confidential secretary and county attorney amendments, are they staying on the sheet or are they off the sheet?
Secretary.
They're gonna be off because they're gonna be handled through the non-bargaining.
They're off the
So-
sheet or on the sheet, Mike?
Off the sheet
So we're staying with the executive budget for those?
for those two.
No.
Correct.
No, they're staying on the sheet, and then we're gonna go with the,
Staying on the sheet, correct? Well, that's what I need clarification on.
I
Are they
thought
on
we,
the sheet or are they straight?
I thought we were striking them because it didn't matter what we put in the budget for salary, it
Right.
rolls off of the,
It's gonna go off the non-bargaining
Yeah.
anyway.
So it stays on the sheet or it goes off the sheet?
Off.
Stays off the sheet, strike it.
Strike from the.
Strike it from the sheet because it's going to be attained through the non-bargaining resolution, correct?
Yeah, so if you take it off the sheet, does the funding stay in the executive budget?
Yes.
Or in the county attorney's budget? So then when I do the non-bargaining, it'll just take the money from that to the executive secretary is not going to be funded through it.
It'll be budgeted, it'll just come from, instead of fund balance, when you do your
It is
transfer.
pulling from those lines.
And just internally, are we moving the first two to our budget?
Yes.
Okay. And leaving them at the funding rate?
Yes.
Thanks.
Pat, you got a cotton there for tonight?
Yep, I do.
And then can I ask, on halfway down, legal notice and advertising? In
Mhm.
Nicole's budget, the original was bumping it up to 15,000,
We're gonna bump it up to
So
11,000.
11,000.
so it's going to be 3,500,
Yes.
Right,
so we didn't split it.
No.
right.
We were close.
Okay.
Sorry, Maria, we can't air conditioning your truck over for
It doesn't matter, because even when we ran it, it didn't work.
It never works in here.
Why don't you look at capital project money alone, Mark?
Me? I did. I contributed to it. I increased it.
I ran right, you reduced the budget by $355,000
Today.
today. With the amendments that are moving forward.
And
Does that include
So-
the cars?
Did you put the cars in too?
Oh, no.
And the assistant county attorney does not?
Nope, we'll leave it taken out. I'm trying to help you.
And does that include Megan's 65,000?
That is another 192, I think, 192.5.
All right, so if we were to look at the bottom of sheet 3, net expense change would be not 1,381,000, but more like
547,559.
it would go down, right?
What's that number again, Sean?
Right, got everything right. It's 547,559.
And that includes the reduction of the assistant county attorney too?
Correct,
And adding in the senior social welfare.
correct.
So read me the bottom of the sheet as is now. Net revenue change,
He just
All right,
has a
forget about
summation.
revenue.
I just total net, overall increase, decrease in the levy
yeah,
would be 547,559. Decrease.
so less of a decrease.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you didn't address,
Took a lot of.
you didn't address health insurance, that's why.
You're right, no, I know that, I know that. I wouldn't quite word it that way. We addressed it.
You didn't put additional funding in for health insurance.
There you go.
I like that better.
You're betting on the Jets, boy. This is the Chiefs too.
All right, so, Sean, when will we see this
I
sheet?
will get with Pat first thing in the morning and, if you could send me this electronically, I'll type it up and we'll come to an
Do
agreement.
you want me to send you a
I'll
clean
ship it
sheet,
to-
sir?
What's that?
You would like me to send you a clean sheet?
Just send me what's, you can send it just like this.
Okay,
I got my scribbles and everything.
okay.
And I will make the changes and once I confirm with Pat that we have an agreement, I'll put them out there.
Website code.
So I'm a little confused on, so when we had our public hearing, there were dollar amounts in certain areas and then, so what is the dollar amount? What's in the budget or what was on the?
In the budget.
I'm gonna look into that tomorrow morning. We need to review the hearing.
Okay. Very nice, we increased our salaries 73,000.
All right. Anything anybody else wants to discuss now at 9:10 or whatever, 9:10 here? No, all right. Motion to
So
adjourn.
moved.
All right.